we are playing green, yellow, Arlong. Now, I'm not saying this is the best build. I'm not saying I didn't throw this together for a quick video and I just wanted to mess around today and have some fun. I'm not saying none of that is not true, if you can understand what I'm saying. What I'm saying is slash searchers. This is a whole new thing that we're getting in OP12, and I'm excited to test it out. OP11 is miserable, and if you want a video on talking about the worst things about OP11, we can do that. You just need to comment down below. But for now, here is our green, yellow, Arlong build that we've come up with that is based all on slash attribute characters. Literally every single card, as far as I can see, is slash searchable. Even Buggy is slash searchable in this deck as of Perona. If your leader has a slash attribute, which we do, look at the top 5, grab a slash type card or a green event. Specifically green event, which is why we're running the Hoodie Jones Ball events, where you just tap 4 Dawn and rest 2 Dawn or characters or whatever else you want. Or you tap 1 Dawn to gain 3,000 to your leader. We have the Perona to search out slash. We have Koshiro. This is the only non-searchable card because it's not slash, okay? Only non-searchable card. So before you commented it, I already said it. Koshiro. This just saves our slash characters from being KO'd, and it's a chump blocker, so we'll always take this, especially going first. We can play this for 2, and this will do our leader effect for 7. Arlong stops a 5 cost or lower from being rested, and gives our leader a rested Dawn. Mihawk plays out slash type attribute characters with 4 cost or lower, which is literally what our deck is based around, because our leader effect, which we didn't even freaking talk about, says times 2 Dawn, when attacking, rest 1 Dawn. Play 1 character with a cost of 4 or less with trigger from your hand. Yeah, that's it. So we have a few of those in the deck that we're going to go over. And Mihawk really plays into that because we can go Mihawk into Arlong into whatever else whenever we need to. So we can really spam out the board. And the idea of this deck is aggression. Now, I think we can use this deck a little better, maybe setting up more than, what you'd expect. Because I think, how cool would it be to do something with this with Eustace Captain Kidd? Maybe that's something we work on in the future if there are some synergies there with the slash attribute searchers and all this stuff. But for now, this is what we're rocking with. We have Buggy, which gives our leader double attack when we attack, so we can swing for 7 and get double attack, which is solid. Double attack's not as strong as Banish, because double attack, you just add 2 cards to your hand, but Banish, you just lose a card altogether, like guaranteed. So I would like to see Banish instead of double attack, but we'll take what we get. We've got Arlong here, which just stops your opponent's rested leader from attacking during the next turn, all at the cost of 1 card from your hand. We have Arlong, which is if you have 3 or less life cards in your life here, and your opponent has 5 or more rested cards, this character gains -3 cost in your hand. So we get to play this out with our leader effect. We get to play out a 4 cost 7k. That also has a 1k counter. I ain't mad about it. I'll take it all day. There's merit in probably playing more of this, less of this, or whatever, depending on how your brick count ratio is. Right now, our brick count is 7, 10, then technically 3, quote-unquote, but also not. So 10 total bricks, which is really not that bad. So I think we're fine with how things are. I think we're okay right now with just running 3 Arlongs, 3 Buggies, and 4 of this Arlong. 4 of this Arlong. There's a lot of freaking Arlong, man. There's a lot of fishmen out here in the streets. Blocker Draco Mihawk, which is new to OP12. Set 4 of your Rested Dawn is active. Then you cannot play characters at the cost of 7 or higher. It's also slash searchable. So we can literally tap out for 8 to play this, get 4 Dawn back, swing 8 with our leader, rest our 1 Dawn, or swing 7 and leave a Dawn up for Dead Man's Game, and go at it that way. I mean, there's a lot to this card. And, yeah, hey, I really like the Mihawk altogether because we can cheat out multiple bodies in 1 turn. I think there's also slash blockers, but we're not playing any because we do not care. Strike, you may rest this character if your life is less than your opponent, or equal to, you may rest one of your opponent's cost 4 or less. So it just helps us in a pinch to rest down a chump blocker that we really just want to deal with or just get it out of the way. We have Cracker, which just helps when you're behind because it has double attack and gets plus 1,000 power. Similar to what Buggy gives us, but it's on a character. So it makes this a high priority target to remove off the board if we have less life than our opponent. Because double attack and then possibly another double attack with the Buggy puts a lot of pressure on a game. It could finish the game in literally just 2 turns. So, or almost finish it, get them down to 0 life. So I think it's really fun. I think it's a good card. Is it the best card? Probably not, but it's slash searchable, and that's the name of the game. Nekomamushi, this card can attack your opponent's active characters for just 2 total Dawn. I like that a lot, because what we can do is on turn 2, put 2 Dawn on leader, swing out, we're on 3 Dawn, so we play out Nekomamushi. Next turn we can put 2 Dawn in Nekomamushi and still use our leader effect if we get the first curve, which is what we're looking for, and we can still swing into active characters that our opponent just put down on 5, 7 into a 5, now they have to counter out of that, and then another 7 into face, and that hurts a lot, so it's a lot of pressure. I really like Nekomamushi, and it triggers out if your opponent has 3 or less life. Basil Hawkins, trash top card of your opponent's life. You know what this does. Draw 2, trash 1. This card's just really good. I mean, it is just really good. Your opponent cannot interact with this card, it feels like, unless they can, remove it in some other way, like bottom decking or something like that. So it works. It's slash. I love it. If it comes in rested from the Mihawk, they just can't attack it, so it's just pseudo safe. And I love it. Yeah, I'm eating it up like biscuits. I love it. This card's amazing. We're running Trafalgar Law, the promo. We normally don't run promos in our deck profiles, but I wanted a slash 2K counter, and there's not many out there, and I may be missing some. I really could be. I could easily probably go Ezo in this slot instead, but I wanted an attacking body that we could cheat out with our leader effect, because there's not really any with a trigger. So this at least does have a trigger. Does this trigger work for us? No. It says if your leader's Supernova, and you have 5 or less total life between you and your opponent, you can play this out. But we are not Supernova. We are fish. We are literal fish. So, yeah, that ain't happening. But we can play this out with our leader effect, and it's a 2K counter at the very least. If you want to do the Fishman 2K counters with this, I mean, it's like Hachon, which is a 4-4, and I'd rather just have a 4-5 on the board and not have to commit Dawn. That's just the honest truth of the fact of how we play the game. I just don't want to have to commit Dawn to a character. I want to be able to swing 6 with this guy and if I commit Dawn rather than 5. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And then to finish it off, Dead Man's Game. You may rest 3 Dawn cards, rest up to 2. Well, you rest the 1, and then you rest 3 more as an activate main effect. Rest up to 2 of your opponent's characters or Dawn cards, so it's just a double Straw Sword on crack, because it also has a counter. Up to 1 of your leaders gains plus 3,000 for this turn. Busted, nasty, stinky. This card is so freaking good. I really love Dead Man's Game. This card's going to be played in every single green deck in the world. And that's Arlong. That is slash attribute Arlong, the one kind of gimmicky, fun little list we're going to be working with today. And yes, we're going to be doing a lot of slash stuff on the channel. We're going to do Zoro. We're going to do so much because this is probably some of my favorite kind of things, like the attribute side of things. I think it's really been underrated, and I really like Zoro altogether. So just taking Zoro and mixing it around a little bit with the Peronas and the Mihawks and the Koshiros, and then throwing it into something else, I like that. So let's see what we can do with the slash attribute Arlong, and let's get into some games on the sim in OP12. Black Yellow Koala, we're taking first every freaking day. Oh, we gonna keep that. Let me tell you, we are going to buggy it down. Because even if they have a way to remove our buggy, we're just gonna buggy again. We are going to buggy them down as much as we can. So it would have been nice to have the Perona early, but we don't get it, so that's okay. We're going to go ahead and just go buggy, double attack, and if our opponent takes, well, that's 2 life we get to take from them. They get captains. The sim will get to look at the top 3. They grab a Hawk and then trash the other 2. They're running the Saba. Place up to 1 Revolutionary type card from your hand on the top of your life face up. Then if you have 2 or more life cards, put the top card or bottom of your life into your hand. Ugh, I'm not loving that, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, let's go ahead and take. I ain't scared. X-Drake? Sure. Sounds good to me. We're going to start with the Perona to search on this next turn just to see if we can find something a little better. And we do find something a little better. I'm not going to lie to you. Yes, they have 5 rested cards. We could have cheated this guy out, couldn't we have? Oh, well, it's okay. We didn't need it. We're going to go ahead and... do we just go 7 and 7? I think so. Because if we can force this Hawk out where they can't get their leader effect is active, and we can force cards out of hand, either way... Because we could have Perona'd there, but I think we're fine. We don't need the buggy on the board, so we're just going to play out Arlong and trash the buggy, because we already have a buggy that we're probably going to keep alive as much as we can. We have a good amount of counter, especially when we take away their leader attack and they're not going to swing the Hawk. Especially if we get them to use the Hawk in this turn. That's kind of my thought here. Now, the smart thing to do would just be counter out of this one, block out of the next one. But again, Koala wants to keep Hawk on the board to get their first leader effect as active. So... we're going to play out Arlong, we're going to use the card action, we're going to trash Buggy, and then stop their leader from attacking. Now, this says if your opponent plays a character through an effect of a character. Oh, that's so good. So now they did the right thing. They should, that's exactly what I said they should do, but now they don't get their leader effect. They don't get to attack the Buggy. So the big thing is like, yes, you get to KO this body, but you ain't touching my other bodies. It don't really matter. Now, I don't have a way to interact with Kuma, I will say that. I do not, in fact, have a way to interact with Kuma. We're going to go and tap out for 1 Dawn. We're going to grab... that don't do much for us. That don't do much for us either. Up to 1 of your opponent's characters at the cost of 5 or less. Well, that does not help us. We're going to grab a Chump Blocker then for later. Guess we're just going to go 7, 7, and then Koshiro. We're going to play out Cracker. Because, yeah, we're really aggressive out here. Now we just swing another 7. We're going to cheat out Cracker, so they're going to want to counter here. Or they're going to want to take. We're going to play out the blocker, and we're going to pass. So now if they have any removal effects, we're okay. If they attack us, we do have to block or counter early in case they go Dragon and Nico Robin. So now, since they did it this way, they could go Dragon Koala, I guess, to cheat out extra bodies. But then you have to take a life, and that's not great. They're going to go Dragon Hawk. Okay, that's actually okay with me. They're going to go 5 into us. We're going to have to... We're going to have to take, because then if they go 6 or 7 into 6... I guess we could counter, but then we have nothing to really follow up with on the next turn other than just swing big. Whoops, I did not even mean to click it. So I guess we are countering. Hey, looks like we're countering these. Sounds good to me. Selecting your opponent. We're just going to swing 6, because to get value out of this Hawk, they have to block first, and then we rest the Koshiro. Boom. Didn't think about that now, did ya? Well, we're going to tap out. We're going to restand for Dawn. We're now going to take a life, which is totally okay. Didn't think about taking a life now, did you there, buddy, old pal? We're going to swing in for 7 at our opponent. And then we're going to do another 7 at our opponent. We're not even going to cheat out a body, because we don't really need to. We can just put them down to 1. We can pass. We can leave 1 active. So we're sitting on a good amount of counter. We got 3, 4, 5, 6 cake total. That's pretty good. It's like having 3 2Ks, basically. Basically, just like having 3 2Ks, except it's only for your leader. So they can play out a blocker here, which I think would be important. Go for another Hawk, especially in this kind of matchup. If they can remove Koshiro, they should be good after that, honestly. I think that's probably the most important thing. Yeah, because you just go Koala, Koshiro, and then I'm like, oh, well, if I counter out of that, it puts me pretty far behind. So can't really save it, sadly, as much as I'd like to. Guess it just depends on how they do things. Then they're going to go 8, 8, 8 into the board. I guess we could just block. What, Petunia? I guess we could just counter, block 1. So with 3 swings, they get both bodies no matter what. I think we just let it go. It's a lot of math that went into that. A lot of math. If we played out 1 more body, we'd be in a really good spot. Now they're going to go 8, 8. I guess it... Oh, because they can't swing this dragon. So I guess we could have gotten out of it and saved 1 additional body. But at this point, we're just going to let it go. We're going to let it ride. Can't do that. Cannot do that. But what we can do is that. And then just go like friggin' 9. And then we just go 10. What do you got for me? What do you got? That's an interesting card. I've seen some people use Black Spiral. I wasn't going to use my leader effect anyway, so 2 1Ks, yep, sounds about right. They should have left the 2 Dawn active for the Black Spiral. That would have literally saved them the game. Yeah, because 9 into them, they would have just minused it and they gave us a 1K, and they would not have lost. And they actually would have just won. It wouldn't have been that they wouldn't lose. It would be more that they just win. Especially with, we would have had 7K counter, 1 blocker, but we swung the blocker first, so that didn't really work. I got to stop kicking this thing, dude. I did it in yesterday's video, too. Oh, nope, there. All right. So we're going to test against Rosinante. I personally have hated it on this deck a lot. We had the Searcher, but we didn't have much else that I really liked in that hand. Brother. They grabbed the promo Law, which is all right for them, I guess. They can do what they like. We have nothing because they get to choose to go first. We get to go second. Brother. This ain't looking fancy. Let me tell you. This ain't looking good. Let me tell you. Fun fact, you have to counter here. Fun fact, have to counter here. And you're probably wondering why. Well, there is a 4-cost blocker Law, not this. Ooh, yeah, not that. Definitely not that. We are going to go 7 into face. Let me explain after I cheat this cracker out. Pause. So there is a 4-cost blocker Law that they technically could have played out by going Dawn -1. It costs 2 less to play. It's a 4 cost. They go down -1 more, but then they rip 2 cards out of our hand if we have 7 or more cards in our hand. Very specific, I know, but I did want to at least mention it, that there was a reason for me actually countering, because usually I would just take aggressively, because that's just the kind of guy I am. See, like 5 right here? I'm taking that all day. Draw 2, trash 1. Don't really need it, I'm going to be honest, because I can just Arlong next turn into Basil Hawkins. I don't really want to take this, so we're going to counter again. This is my moves for next turn, so kind of got to leave that how it is, sadly. What? Okay. I don't really want to go down that bad. Crazy aggression here. Brother, what you got for me? What do you have for me? Rosinante. Play a 1-cost Law. Good Dawn -1. Play out a 3-cost Law, I guess. They have a 6-cost Law now. Looks like they're not doing shit. Okay, well, what do I freaking do with that? 2... That gives me the 1. It's going to be 8. So I can go 6. Do I just go 5 into Rosinante here? It's funny you're going to be KO'd. Oh. I guess I just pressure life because I can't do anything to this. Well, screw this guy. Screw this guy for just being impatient. Well, hey, we're doing 4 games today. We beat the yellow-purple Law. I was trying to think of what to freaking do because I got to learn what this leader does. And the guy just went... I'm out. I'm out. Purple to the black Luffy. One of the most miserable decks to play against in the OP12 format, OP11 format, OP15 format. This deck is super annoying. We're going to take first away from our opponent. We're going to keep this hand, and we're going to play aggressive. I like it. I like it a lot. We're going to go Buggy, and then turn after that, we're going to go Arlong, and then turn after that, we're going to go probably lose the game. But, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Law into Zoro, so they have a Zoro and a Law. Well, they search Law, and then they play Law, and then they search Zoro. We're going to go... Do I even want double attack here, or would I rather go Necromamushi? Because double attack's kind of shit for us, but we're going to double attack anyways. Screw it. Screw it. We're going to put you down to 2 life, or we're gonna not. This is the question. A good player, I think, just usually takes this. Especially, I mean, we're not an aggressive deck. We're just chilling, guys. We're just chilling today. We're just hanging out, you know, like boys do. We're just, wow. That shows you what this deck can do to people, dude. They just give up. They can't handle all this. Because what they could have literally done is go 5 at face, 3 for Zoro, play out Zoro, and then 3 for Nico Robin, or no, sorry, 3 for this Nico Robin, and then have a searcher off the top of the deck. Look at the top 3 cards. Now they're going into, what, 8 Dawn, if they want to? What the heck are we doing with Brook? Well, I guess you go Beer Luffy on the next turn. Now you're a 7k leader. You're down to 1 life. Yes, but you were a 7k leader with a Gum Gum Lightning in life. This guy cooked. He cooked himself, though. Hey, GG's, again, quick matches because people are scared of the slash Arlong. Here is a fun fact. This is tomorrow's deck list. Just to go ahead and let you know, we are going to be playing blue-green Zoro Sanji. And we're also going to be doing another, what's his name? Zoro deck list very soon. Because you know me, we love Zoro. Now, Law is just a better Zoro. But I saw this East Blue Arlong Fishman Pirate on Joy Boy's Instagram. Well, I don't want all these bricks, so I'm just going to swing 7 and play out the Arlong. No, it's not that good, but I'd rather keep the 2k in hand and just not use the action. But we have the Arlong for next turn, so we're going to go Arlong next turn and get a lot of value out of what we're about to do. So, but yeah, this is a 2-cost searcher that they can bounce back to their hand and keep reusing to look for East Blue type characters. And a lot of the East Blue type are fish, and fish are slash. A lot of them are. So I'm just assuming that's kind of what it's based off of. So tomorrow we're going to be doing a deck list on that. If you want to see a blue-green Zanji deck list, this is where you get it. Right here. Subscribe today. Do your thing. It's your boy. What? That's messed up. That's freaking messed up, man. Well, they have an aggressive deck list. We have an aggressive deck list. Screw it. We're going to take... I'm gonna 3 Koshiros. Are you kidding me? Are you sure about that? Well, I guess I'm going to Arlong first, and then I'll use this Arlong next turn. That's going to be the most value in the order that we do it. So we're going to... I guess this gives Dawn to leader, though. Put 1 rest of Dawn to your leader. Ooh, brother, ooh. I guess we can get value either way. But this stops a 6. This stops only a 5, possibly more. We're going to go Arlong. I talked myself out of it. We're going to drop Koshiro. We're going to stop their leader from attacking. And then we're just going to smack them for another 7. Whoops. There we go. 7 into face here. They're probably going to take 0 cost event. Okay, I like it. They drop a Cavendish. Cavendish being very good. Now, it is once per turn, but being able to draw 2, trash 1. That's good. That is good, ja. That is very good, ja. Well, we have counter. We have options. They're probably going to go 5 cost Banish Smoker, and then we're going to stop their leader. Then we're going to stop that from resting itself. They're going to go Mihawk. Doesn't this say if you have 2 or less cards? If you have 2 or less cards, play up to 1 character. Yep, didn't work. They were trying to go Mihawk into Cavendish, and it didn't work. What's up with all these people leaving in today's video? They can just not handle this deck. They can't handle me. I don't know what it is. It's a mental thing, bro. It's a mental thing. I just get them. Well, there's tomorrow's video. All right, we're going to do a very hard matchup for us. We're going to mulligan that hand every day of the week. We have not started a game with a single searcher. Can we talk about that? Can we talk about that? That's really weird. I don't really like that. We're going second here. They play down the Uta. I don't like when we do this, when we have to go through these. Okay, nothing. Okay, cool. Well, that's fun. If you have 3 less life and your opponent has 5 more rested cards, well, that's not going to happen, is it? No, because they're not going to have any rested Dawn. Because if they were to go 5 rested cards, they'd have to swing the Uta for no freaking reason. But they're just going to swing the big 8. So we're going to take no trigger. We're going to go with a Cracker on this next turn, I think. We're going to swing in for 8 is going to get us to where we need, to where they have -1. They still have to give us 2 cards. So we're going to go 8. Then we're going to go Cracker. And then we're going to go Hawkins next, probably. We could go 6. We could go Mihawk into Hawkins. We could literally Mihawk into Arlong and then swing out for Hawkins. Ooh, they go and give us 2K, 1K? Incorrect. Incorrect. Chat. Why is that incorrect? Because we just put Cracker on the freaking board, man. We just put Cracker on the board. This dude will have double attack and plus 1,000 power for only 1 counter. If you don't have a way to remove this body off the board, what are you countering out for? What are we doing? So, in case you're wondering, that's where our opponent's gone wrong, and that's why we just won the game. Alright, maybe not. 8 into us, we're going to have to take that again, and then rest up to one of your opponent's cost 4 or less. Well, don't mind if I do. Just kidding. Well, I had a plan. So if I go 1 on Cracker, that makes him 7, because we have less life. And then 2 on Leader. I guess we could go 8 with Cracker. Ooh, yeah. What if we go 2 down on Cracker, 3 down on Leader, 8, 8, double attack, double attack. Let's do it. 8 at face. 2 active Dawn. Can you get out of this? I doubt it. They're going to minus it by 1, and then they're going to give us 2K, 1K. If they do, I might just actually go Arlong instead. They go... Why'd they even minus it then? 7 would be Beckman. So if it's going to be Beckman, let's get rid of the Leader attack. Now, does that make any sense? Yes, it does. Why did I do that? I could have swung. Well, they gave us the Leader effect already, so I guess it doesn't matter. We are going to trash the Basil Hawkins, stop their Leader from attacking. We could have swung 8 here, but I'm an ignoramus. I'm an actual dummy-dumb. They gave us the Leader effect already, so we get it. Hey, never punished. Never freaking punished, man. Holy cow, that was kind of embarrassing. It is Beckman. We did know we were going to have to deal with the Beckman. They have no attacks for us, so that's okay. Now what we're going to do is go 3, right? So we go 3 here into... Oh, that Hawkins would have been nice, wouldn't it? 3 into Hawkins, and then we go big into Buggy. So we can go 3 into... Ooh, we can go 3 into Arlong, and then swing 6. Let's swing 6 and see if we can get out... I guess we go 7, 3, 8. I guess we can go 7 here. We'll go 7, 8. Because like, we don't really need the counter events just yet. See, I knew we'd get cards out of their hand. And then we're going to go... We have to do this first because you have to have 2 or less characters. So that's why we're doing this, right? Now we put a 7K sideways. And then we go 8 into face... We could have gone 7 and left 1 up because they did already use their Leader effect. But now we have double attack with an 8K. And that should get them down to 2. And we just spam... I mean, look at the board we just developed. Look at this freaking board, man. We have 7K counter, 3 more counter on the way. They can go 9 drop... We can go 8 drop Rayleigh, so they can swing 6 and 7. Ooh. They could go -3 on Buggy, -2 on Arlong, pop Buggy, and then swing 6 and 7 into Arlong, which I think would be the best play here, would be a Silver's Rayleigh. If they don't have Silver's Rayleigh, though, we did a lot of work. If they do have a Silver's Rayleigh, You could also go -2 on the Arlong, 6 into the Arlong, and then 7 with Beckman into the other Arlong. It's hard to say because there's so many Arlongs. But I was originally talking about this one, and then I said you could go -2 on this one as well. You would -3 the Buggy, though, and just pop the Buggy because it's active, and you can swing into the characters, forcing out counter. But if you were to, minus this by 3, minus this by 2, and pop this, well, you can only swing into this character. Shanks is all they got. Oh, I'm liking that. I am liking that a lot. You may trash 1 card from your hand, give it to one of your opponent's leaders or characters, -2,000 power for this turn. Well, we've already seen 2 2K counters, so that's pretty good. They're not playing Rayleigh on curve. That's pretty damn good. And this is on opponent's attack, so when we attack them, they can do this, but they can't do it right away. They're going to go 7 into face, and then they could go 10. I'll play your games. I'll play into your games. What do you got? You going 10 into Arlong? 8 into face. Rest up to one of your opponent's characters at the cost of 4 less. I can't use the Buggy anyway, so I might as well, right? It's a 2K counter, but it's no longer a blocker, so that's totally fine with me. Fun fact, we could also just rest their 2 on, but I don't think that's worth it at this point. I think we're just going to swing out a bunch. I think we're going to leave that as counter events. We're going to cheat out the Basil Hawkins, and then we're just going to try not to die. We are just going to try not to die. So we swing in for 7. They go -1 with Leader effect and a 2K counter. Now we kind of have free reign on whatever we want to do. What? Oh, they use this Shanks effect. Silly goose. I guess, well, now we know they can't. Okay, we're just going to swing. Do we just swing 7 again? Do we just swing a bunch of 7s? They should have minus something by 2, so they didn't, but they should have. Ooh, they could have. You can use Shanks to minus something by 2, this Shanks to minus it by 1, and then pop a 7K character. In case you're wondering, the Red Hawk is why we put the Dawn on the character. We should have done it sooner, honestly. If we were going to use it, should have just done it sooner. But if they can't get out of this, I might just swing 5 and then swing everything on Buggy. Run it! What you gonna do about it? There's not a safe math option, but this means we can still leader effect, so we can either go 8, 9. I think we just go 7. I think we legit just swing another 7. If this doesn't work, I guess we just go 8. Cheat out the Hawkins. We don't even need to cheat out the Hawkins, honestly. We probably shouldn't have, just in case. Yeah, we definitely shouldn't have cheated out the Hawkins. We should have just let it go. Because it's like, what else can they really do? I mean, I guess they have a blocker. So if they remove our board, we would have to split between our characters. But yeah, we kind of played into what they wanted us to. 5 in the face, 2K. 6 in the face, 2K. 7 in the face, 3K. Oh, what are we doing here? Are we swinging with Uta? No. Take. GG's. What in the world was that? What was that? I am so lost in the sauce right there. I think what the player should have done, and I mean this in no disrespectful way, I mean this in a, like, hey, this is what you should do next time. What you should have done is split between your characters. That's all you really had in that situation. We didn't have a blocker. We had 3 cards in hand. Is there a way they get math on us? I don't know. Let's think about this. 9 would be 3 cards in hand, or we take the life, so then we just take the life. That would be 2 of their dawns. So they have 8, so they'd go 9 and 10. And we would have to get out of both of those attacks with the counter we got was a what? Oh, the life was another 2K? Yeah, it was another 2K, I think. So if they go 9, we go 2K, 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 and then they go 10. Yeah, they should have just split with the characters, because then we only have 3K. Yeah, we would only have the 1 card in hand. Yep, but hey, that's how you learn to play in a different way. I try to be as honest with you guys as I can of if they should have beaten me or not, and I never try to sugarcoat it. They should have beaten me right there because of my mistakes of just going all in when I could have done things a little safer, kept the 1K. Even if I did keep the 1K, I still technically should have lost if they math correctly, but it's not a guaranteed math, by the way. Like, I don't think it was guaranteed, at least. If I left 2 on active, it definitely wasn't guaranteed, because then they could have 6K counter there. I don't know, maybe it was guaranteed. If you swing the 9, take, and then we're down to 0, yeah, it should have been guaranteed lethal. Well, that was green, yellow, Arlong, splash, attribute, form, guy. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun to play today. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I really enjoyed today's video. It was fun just going aggro straight to face. I know this is a short video, but I am at, sorry, not Chicago, New Jersey CollectCon this weekend, or this weekend. Yeah, so this week I'm just doing a short deck list and deck profiles and stuff. So if you're enjoying the content, as always, like, subscribe, join the One Piece family, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.